Hello, um, this is my video to show off my game. Um, so basically, I have formatted this video perfectly for your screen, for your phone, iPhone 12, yeah. Just make sure you press the cog. You can either do high picture quality or you can do advanced and then select like the highest resolution. Um, yeah, just make sure you're not on auto because that'll be terrible. Please do this. It should say HDR as well. Hopefully it says HDR. So yeah, here is my game. So basically, imagine this: you load up the game. You go straight into the game. You go straight into the world. This is just like a little tech demo, by the way. There's not really a whole lot here. You go straight into the game. There might be a little like cutscene or whatever at first, and then basically you're on a train and then you come into the city and there's havoc where you can havoc yeah there's havoc. There's this big robot that's destroyed through the walls. You can see the walls over there. They're very far away. The wood floor is just temporary. So yeah, this game is supposed to be focusing on immersion. So as you can see, if you look down, you can see your body. You can like it's a proper like setup. I'll show you a little reflection of myself. You don't need that. So yeah, you can see how it's like a proper reflection. The art is obviously not final. It's a proper reflection. My gun is actually where my gun is. You can see as I shoot. You probably can't see the reflection, but there's like a slight recoil to the animation. But yeah, it's cool. So yeah, this game is about physics. You can see I can shoot these boxes down. Very nice. There's vehicles. The vehicles are really cool. The vehicles are all physics based. Let me show you this ball pit. This ball pit is really cool. So it's just a load of big old balls. They're all physics objects. You can kick them around. You can do whatever. Let's go get in this vehicle. That's a pressure plate with a box on it. I left it there because I didn't move it anywhere. So yeah, you get in the vehicles. You can see. So I've got this steering method, which is like you hold A and then let go, and then hold D and then let go. So you actually like choose the direction you want to go in. Probably going to make an accessibility feature for people who don't want to do that. Just so it's like a regular like stick. Like if you hold right, it'll be fully right. But I like this because it means that you can really fine tune your positioning, especially on a keyboard and mouse. So you can see I can go up this thing here. I really like the vehicles in this game, they're so good. Let's go in this ball pit. I said I was going to go in the ball pit. So obviously if you go into the ball pit with the vehicle, they're not going to pop, but they're going to all push around. You can actually get stuck. So I'm actually a bit stuck here. Oh, I fell over. Oh yeah, there's ragdoll stuff like that. It's cool. So yeah, the vehicle is stuck. You can, if you want, like take all the balls out yourself, or you could use a grenade. So I'll use a grenade. Jesus. I didn't think the vehicle would go that flying. But yeah, the balls can go out, and then of course you can drive through because it's all physics based. It's all like properly like the wheels actually turn, which then applies a force to the vehicle forwards. It's really cool. Like you can see that this ball's got stuck underneath the. It's got proper suspension. I'll drive into these balls because why not? You can actually drive over these balls somewhat easily if you have enough speed. I don't have enough speed. But yeah, you can see I got beach there. Here's another example of physics. basically these are conveyor belts, and I can just turn them on. So again, they're very loud. Let me just turn the volume down. There we go. Oh, it lagged a little bit because I tapped out. So yeah, these are actually like proper like things that actually move stuff. So you can stand on it. You can walk into the boxes. They'll all behave as you predict. If you get crushed by one of them, like, oh, that's a bug. If you get like really smashed by one of them, let's try. I have to fight this. Oh. Come on, hit me. There you go. You'll actually get knocked over, and now I'm actually on the conveyor belt. I'm actually... I don't have a head because first person player model. So yeah, I'm actually on the conveyor belt right now. It might take a while for me to get up actually because of the way it's programmed. But obviously I will change this. I just think it's really funny to watch me just like... I might need to reset. Right, I'm just gonna reset. Hold on, let me just check my settings. So yeah, so if I... Oh, it didn't save my location properly. That's fine. So all of the... It didn't save anything properly. The woes of game dev. Right, so it should have saved all the ball locations and stuff, but it's obviously a bug with saving at the moment. What else? Yeah, so those conveyor belts are sick. I have doors. These doors are proper doors. They move stuff. If you get in the way of them and turn them on, they will stop, but they're a bit glitchy at the moment. Yes, I really like that vehicle. Oh yeah, this vehicle's obviously it's a Warthog from Halo, but I was mostly just using the mesh as like a, what's it called? This is the type of vehicle that I want. You can actually see as well the wheels. They properly go like outwards, so this one's going that way, and this one is also going that way, so it's going like that. Whereas these ones, only the front rotates. Yeah. This is a cool little vehicle. Oh, one thing before I forget as well, the hood. The hood is a massive part of this game, so I'm not sure if you can see my crosshair right now. It's right here. So I play most of my games without a hood. I especially play most of my games without a crosshair. It's actually really easy for me to like get headshots and stuff in games like Cyberpunk because I just know where the center of the screen is. And I want to teach players how to do that themselves by giving them this like really faint crosshair. You can always see it, you know, and sometimes like if you're shooting and stuff, it can be a bit difficult to tell where it is, but I think that's the point, you know, it doesn't want to stand out too much. Eventually you'll just get used to where it is. Again, accessibility option, I'll add a crosshair. So there is actually a hood other than the crosshair, and it's this black bar down here. You can see it, which houses the health bar. Not sure if we can see this because of your notch edges, your curved edges properly, but there's a red part here which is like minuscule. It's like 10% of the rest of the bar. Basically, this bar is a shield, and then this bar is your health. So that is an actual representation of how much damage you'll have to take. So if you take a lot of damage up to like here, that'll just stop your shield. And then if you take the little last bit of damage on your health, then obviously you'll die. It's supposed to represent like how shields would actually work. It wouldn't just be like 50% shield, 50% health. It'd be like you're taking massive bullets right now. If you get hit by one of them without your armor on, you are dead, you know? So that's what that's supposed to represent. The shields obviously regenerate. So yeah, that's cool. Most of the hood as well is going to be out of the viewport. The reason I've got this black bar and not just like a floating health bar is because I really hate stuff that covers the screen. I really want to. I really want the game to feel like you're looking through a window, which is cliche, but I feel like having no HUD in this sense just sort of adds to that. And this is one of the reasons why I suggest that people play on OLED screens, is because this is a pure black, and if this is on the edge of your screen, then it will just look like it's not part of your screen at all, but you can still see the information. Especially if you're in pitch black, which is how I'd recommend you play the game, in HDR, obviously. Right. Yeah, another thing, crosshair changes. There's a little hand with this thumb, and then there's there's a lot of different hand icons just to represent what you can do with the objects you're looking at. I think this is necessary because obviously the player doesn't know what they can do with certain objects. Like if they go up to a box, or like just like a I don't know, maybe you might think that you can interact with this thing for some reason, but you can't, so it doesn't show an icon. Oh yeah, that's one of the design principles I've been going for. Hard edges like this is like a perfect hard edge. That stuff you can't interact with, and then stuff that is rounded. This one isn't rounded because this is a model import. But these boxes over here have rounded edges, which means you can interact with them. And so does the gun. The gun has rounded edges, a bit more subtle than the boxes, but yeah, you can interact with these, you can pick them up, you can bash them into each other, you know. The physics is really inspired by Halo as well. I'm not sure if I said that. Halo. Yeah. Sorry if I'm rambling too much. This is just my pure, like, I'm gonna info dump the shit out of you right now. Yeah. Steering wheel, it's very cool. It has a little notch so you can tell which way your feels are facing, your wheels are facing. Ice, so I can't stare at the moment. This is a proper physics simulation, so you can see as soon as I get off the ice, then it'll the wheels will engage again, and then you'll be able to stare properly. Here are some magnets. That didn't work properly. So these magnets are repelling this ball. I think it needs a bit of like okay, that's obviously changed last time. Here are some more magnets. These ones pull. So these ones will pull these balls. This is a proper simulation as well. So if I if I move this, okay, well that broke. When you change stuff here, when the game's playing, it breaks shit. So don't judge me for that. judge Unreal. The Unreal is not that buggy, trust me. Right. So yeah, so this is how I sort of see the city. It's sort of like a, I don't know, it's like Mirror's Edge style, like very white everywhere. I want it to be very bright, because I just think it looks nice. Don't think there are many games that are very bright, especially with HDR. It'll look really good. You can actually see the cloud right now going out of the view. Got proper cloud shadows, so you can see this one's really bright, and then this one's a bit dimmer. Yeah. There's a little conveyor belt thing with an explosive barrel on it, and this cube. Yeah, it's a proper touch screen, so I can press where the screen is. Let's change it a little bit. Yeah, you can see the barrel doesn't really go up it properly because it's a cylinder, and obviously it rolls, but then the cube pushes it along. And then because the cylinder is sideways, it will go up. And then because the cylinder is not sideways anymore, but is diagonal, I'm just gonna take this out. There you go. Well, I've got mantling as well. Mantling is really cool. You can see it's a bit dodgy, but mantling is cool. This barrel is fucking sick. Ignore the sound, it's very dodgy. But you can see as I move the barrel, it looks like it's got water in it because of the way it jiggles. And if I go like that, then that I think is just like the best thing ever, is it not? It's just a game about silly, stupid like physics and just like a world that feels like it's interesting to be in, you know? Just like mess around with the systems in the game. Just find a box with a cool material on it, you know. Very cool, and then you can just do stupid shit and then explode that barrel. Here are some buttons. These buttons change the time of day, so I can change it to this time of day. So basically, the game will have set times of day for the quests, for like the main like story quests, and then as soon as you finish a story quest, the day-night cycle will start. And then as you're roaming around the free roam, there might be something that triggers another quest, and then that'll set the time of day, and then into free roam again, then it will continue from there. So this is like a sunset, sunrise, yeah. And then we can set it to nighttime. Like this. It looks all noisy and stuff because the sun is moving too quickly. Obviously, it wouldn't be moving this quick. So nighttime, we've got nighttime, and then we can set the weather. So I can set like a partially rainy. Oh, my torch has stopped working. Oh no, it hasn't. No, I think it's just too bright. Let's make it really rainy. I don't know why the torch looks weird. It shouldn't look like that. So yeah, it's super rainy. Let's try a torch with the vehicle, actually. Let me just turn this down for you. There we go. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Doesn't that look fucking sick? So you can see the rain in the what's it called? In the light. And then it's really reflective when it's not. I'm really focusing on like lighting and stuff for this. You can see the thing casting shadows. The light doesn't actually come from anywhere. It just sort of comes from the top. Let's set it back to day. You can actually see that it's actually dry right here because of this. It's actually a procedural system. You can see the reflections, and then there's no reflections. Look at that. Oh dear. I forgot I overclocked my GPU last night. And it is just fucked up. This is my desktop background. I'll just do this. Let's get back into the game. Let me unoverclock my GPU. Fine. Cool. There's still more. There's still more. You need to wait. You need to wait. Just wait for the editor to load. Takes so long. You can see how I've cropped the video. Like my taskbar is like it's way down here. Um, oh. That was the picture I showed you at the start. Come on, load. What is that? You're just gonna have to wait with me. Right, let's make this the right size because I posted it manually. I did all this before I started. There we go. Right. Let's see if the saving works. It saved it from last time. Oh, because it crashed last time, so it didn't save. This is fine. Yeah. What else is there? What else is there? Yeah. So this is a lot of like the technical systems in place. Let's make it snowy. So the clouds roll in. It's all snowy and shit. It's all nice. Yeah, technical systems just so I can because obviously all of this sort of stuff is going to be needed for, you know, the game. So I may as well just make it now. You can actually see that these don't. These will get pushed. You can see them getting pushed. Like it's not getting pushed. Now it's getting pushed. So these will actually straighten out because obviously if you apply a force like here, then it will rotate this way and then it will become straight. So it's like it's a proper one. It's a proper thing. I'm not sure if that's exactly how they'd behave. Obviously not like that, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, fans are cool. So you can just imagine sort of like all of these types of systems can make really cool stuff, like Half-Life. Use like put all of these balls on a plank, and then it'll what's it called? It'll weigh it down. So I've got like these pressure pads. Oh, that sets off that. So apparently that was heavy enough to set that off. And then this one might not be. Yeah, that one's not heavy enough. And then, yeah, if you drive a vehicle over this and stuff, then it'll set it off. Obviously, we need to decide. The team would need to decide like what sort of stuff set it off. Like, can vehicles set it off? Can any physics object set it off? The player can also set it off. It depends on how much what's it called? You can set how much weight it wants. So yeah, and let me show you the system that I've got as well. So it's like this pressure plaid. When it's pressed, go to this logic relay, and then when this has been triggered, then toggle these active. So it toggles all of these things to active, and this does the same. You can see the line, and then it goes to that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's just try this again. I want to see if this works. Oh, it works. Yippee! Very cool. So it's a proper magnetism like field, I guess. It's like the closer you get, it's like exponentially more strong. So that's why it goes up a lot and then evens out. If it was a linear one, then it would act very differently. Same with these ones. So actually, you know what? I can show you. I swear that was supposed to spawn Metal Ball. What does this spawn? Oh, it's because this wasn't set up. Let's set it up. So unpressed. This. Spawn actor. There we go. I just hadn't got it set up properly. So let's turn on these magnets. And then you can see the ball slowly moving towards it. And then eventually it will speed up a lot because I think it was just moving because I pushed it. A little bit more. Yeah, it moves a little bit, moves a lot. And then it gets added to the thing. Let's spawn 1 billion. And then you can see some of them will go over to it because they get close enough. Some of these will get repelled from this one because it's not actually on, but yeah. Look at this, isn't this sick? Let's push some more towards it. This is why I was suggesting you should play it, because it's just like fun to mess around with all these systems. This video is probably going to be long as shit, but like, you know, oh well. You can see that they're sort of bridging between these two. It doesn't go to this one because gravity is being applied to it as well, but these two are very close. This one's obviously lowest, so we'll go to this one first, and then they'll sort of slowly branch out because this one is still pulling on all these, which is why they're not on this side. And yeah, pretty cool. I think I turned down the volume a bit too much. What else? Oh yeah, I've got these guns. This gun is fucking sick. Right, watch this. Watch this little grey square. Oh my god. Isn't that just like the fucking coolest thing ever? And then I'll show you in slow-mo. So the bullet actually bounces off the fucking thing and it can actually hit you in the face. Let me show you in split screen. Let me show you in split screen. Oh dear, this is very broken. It's because I enabled a setting and didn't try split screen. Okay, split screen does work. But yeah, the shell ejecting is like peak fucking game design, honestly. What else do we have? Probably some more shit. This box over here, let's drive over there. This grid is actually, oh, the batteries. I'm so excited for these batteries, to show you these fucking batteries. So this is a battery, you pick it up. What does that look like? It looks like a plug. So you plug it in, and then it moves this. What? And then it does that, because I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, so this one is like proper, like, you can tell I'm fucking autistic as shit. But this game is going to be great, trust me. So this is a pathfinding system. It's just a grid of squares at the moment. So this cube, basically wherever you stand on this grid, it will tell you how to get there. So it's just snapping to all the squares at the moment. Again with the HUD, like I wanted this to be as minimal as possible. So if you look at it, then it'll say like, oh, here's the quest. If you look away, it'll say like, oh, whatever. Yep, so now I'm at the box. Now I can pick the box up and I can throw it. And then it'll tell me how to get to the box, but the box is not on the grid anymore. Let's try that again. Whee! Box is not on the grid. This grey squares are not part of the grid. So this is called an A-star pathfinding system. It basically does the shortest path always. The red cubes are like, oh yeah, I've definitely decided this is like how. The red cubes are like finalized, and the green cubes are like, Oh, I've not really tested this one yet. So as you can see, as I move further away, you can see it's sort of finding paths. If I go over here, it will probably be very different. Yeah, and that's why it goes all white when I move the cube, because the path data becomes invalid essentially. Yeah, so the system would obviously be for like, go from this location to this location. It wouldn't be a cube that decides it. It would just be a quest location. But this is very optimized. It's not on the grid again. Yeah, anything else? Anything else? Nice clouds. Nice clouds. Wow. I've got graphics options so you can see the potato mode. Wow, amazing. I was playing on high. Normal looks basically the same, but it's just like, that's why I call it normal, because that's what I recommend everyone plays on, while most people play on. High is just because my computer can handle it. Performance is like, I can't remember what the performance mode is. Apparently the clouds get disabled in performance mode. Oh yeah, of course they do. I think this one has like worse lighting. As I said, it's very marginal. Oh yeah, I can show you a good example of it over here. It's all to do with light bouncing around the scene. So you can see here, as there's more like complex shapes in the scene, so this will look really nice. And then if I go back to performance, then it'll just sort of look a bit flat, you know? Obviously the environments aren't going to be big open areas with nothing in it. They're going to be more densely like packed, and you know, stuff like this makes me happy. So yeah, obviously we've got like lower options, so this starting to look a bit shit now. And then potato is like, okay, this looks like shit. But the options are, oh, here's an SMG. Oh, no way, I've completely forgot to show you this. The shells land on the ground, and then watch this. I'm gonna go in slow-mo for this. Are you gonna move? This is so slow-mo. You can move the shells with your feet. That's fucking crazy. And this ball as well is also one that you can move with your feet. Is that not just fucking crazy? Like, this is why I fucking work on this project, so I can kick stupid ball around. Yeah, well, that's a monorail, but it looks like a vehicle. It looks like this vehicle because I couldn't be bothered to make a new vehicle. You can also do third-person vehicles. Oh yeah, this is also a vehicle. It's a big, like, essentially a vehicle that's really big, and that's it. But it can fit other vehicles. Ignore the fact that the wheels are going through the floor. That's just a programming oversight from me. But yeah, you can get in the vehicle. Oh dear, the camera's in the wrong place. I could probably fix that right now, actually. There's probably a lot of stuff I could fix right now, but I don't want to waste too much time. Camera. Let's show you what to do. Let's just move the fucking camera. Yes. It's like a lot of stuff just gets broken for no reason, really. Here we go. Oops, I accidentally got out. Yeah, you can actually get out onto the car as well. It's inspired by the elephant from Halo 3. Ignore that. So yeah, you can see it's carrying around this. Usually it would have, usually it would sort of be like wanting to go backwards a little bit, but it can't because the wheel torque is a bit too high for it. Oh yeah, I've got this. So let me talk about the controls. So if you press G, I'll press G at 3, 2, 1 now. Nothing happens, but then you let go, then it throws a thing. So the idea is that holding G or Q would be like, I am bringing this grenade back, and then letting go of it would be like I'm throwing it. It's all about, you know, connecting with like how it would feel in real life. So holding W makes you go forwards. Tapping the scroll wheel enables the torch. I know that you can't really see the torch properly because it's broken. The scroll wheel feels sort of like the end of a torch, so I thought that the middle mouse would be really good for that. If you turn on the torch, click first, click in. It wouldn't turn on. Actually, would it? I can't remember. But anyway, I've got it so that when you click it out, and it'll turn it on or off. Also, the same for jumping. Jumping is really cool in this game. So you actually hold space, and then you jump when you let go. You can see like you actually go down when you jump. So however much down you go, that's how high you're gonna jump. So if you time it properly, so if I do it right now, you can see you actually go upwards a little bit. So you go down then up. So if you time it properly, then you'll get like a marginally better jump. The window for it is actually quite large relative to how yeah, big it is. And then if you tap jump, then you do like a fucking tiny ass jump. But I've got like the mantle system in this game, so if you do a tiny jump then and you fuck it up, then you'll actually climb onto it instead. You can climb up stuff like this. Oh yeah, you can actually shoot whilst you're mantling. So fucking cool. Is that not cool? Is that not cool? Am I not making cool things? Yeah, you can actually go on top of these roofs as well. There's nothing really up there. There's a jump. You know what? Let's go to the jump. There's a little car over here, a little secret car. Oh, I'll show you this nice little walkway thing as well. So we've got this. It's nighttime and it looks even cooler. Maybe I'll do that at the end. Oh, this car is broken. I forgot to update it. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Ignore the fact that they rotate funny. They do rotate funny though. They're using spheres as collision. Just ignore it. Yeah, let me just set the time to night real quick. Oh wait, let me show you. Let me show you the glow sticks at night. The glow sticks at night. The glow sticks at night. We love the glow sticks at night. Yeah. You can see they emit like a fog. You pile them up, then they'll create this like fog. It's so cool. And if the torch worked, then... Oh, I know why. It's the same reason that the split screen doesn't work. Hold on. Let me just fix this. I want to fix it and show you. I want to show you. Because this is two-sided. There we go. Oh, look at this. Is this not the fucking coolest? You can see all like the raindrops on the walls and stuff. They actually move. There's like little droplets on the floor. Everything becomes shiny, super shiny. Let's go over here. The sound will get like quieter when you're underneath stuff. Yeah, this is a very cool game. I like this game. Oh, you probably can't hear the sound. I'm looking at my OBS right now. I'm just seeing no sound on the thing. Oh, well. Anyway, this is my game. Yeah, I hope you see the value in it that I see. Glow stick. You can bounce the glow sticks off the wall because they're all physically simulated. Forgot to mention that. You know, there's a lot of things I probably forgot to mention. You can pick them up and you can throw them around and shit. You can absolutely tank your FPS if you just want to load and loaded glow sticks, and then if you want to throw a grenade in them, then that'll work. Oh, the glow sticks are also the glow sticks are also kick aroundable. As you can see, my frame rate is tanking. It's because of the lighting. It's not because of the physics. It's because there's so many dynamic lights in the same location. Which is why when I look over here, it's laggy, and when I look over here, it's not, because they're still simulating physics, but they're not on the screen. Yes, thank you for listening. Goodbye.